welcome back. It is Extra Butter. Now, you guys, I have occasionally been wont to overhype movies, right?
Yeah.
I'm not overhyping when I tell you, and I think you'll have my back because you're one of the first people to see it. 1917 is one of the most immersive, one of the best war movies ever. And you're going, I don't like war movies. They're too hard for me to watch with people like being turned into hamburger. While that is part of the brutality of war, this movie will make you feel like you're in the war, yet you don't see a lot of that. It's not the bloodiest war movie.
No, it's not gore. It's pretty crazy, too, because it feels like a video game.
Yes.
You have so much stress, and your anxiety is so through the roof.
It's true.
The entire movie, you are in the trenches with these two guys. It's insane. It's like the most visceral, gut-wrenching movie. You're literally the whole time.
I don't want to give away anything, but I will say you are satisfied in the end. You don't say, why did I just devote 2 hours of my life to be more depressed and less informed?
I agree.
Right. It's not to be like that. I went to a really special screening, you guys.
Wasn't Steven Spielberg there at the screening you were at?
Yeah, so I got invited to this Producers Guild screening.
Yeah,
and
what the
I took
heck?
my movie producing partner who loves Steven Spielberg because it was his birthday, right? You were invited, it was his birthday.
With a buddy film.
Look at this collection of pictures. You can see us kind of getting closer. That's Howard, and then there's Spielberg in the background.
Mark's commentary. Let's get closer. Let's stalk him. There's
now we're a little bit closer. Now I'm helping out my friend Nikki from Fandango who wanted to meet him. Now she's talking to him. Howard's patiently waiting, and then boom, Howard goes in, gets to talk to him like Gary Marshall. Then we hung out. Now you went behind the scenes even before that and saw it with the cast and crew.
I did, and I'm telling you, you guys, these two guys, Dean Charles Chapman and George MacKay, they're not super well-known actors, but they slay in this movie. It's so crazy. Sam Mendes did such a good job casting kind of unknowns for the lead and then putting these big actors in the background with these really pivotal small scenes like Colin Firth, Benedict Cumberbatch.
But I'd love to chat with the cast and crew. Take a look.
Now, when did you decide to film this movie in this way with the seemingly one continuous shot?
It was right from the beginning, really. Once I decided it was 2 hours of real time, I thought it was the best way to tell the story, to lock the audience together with the characters so they experience time exactly as the characters do. They experience the physical difficulty of the journey. And you kind of forget, hopefully, at a certain point about any one shot, and you just lose yourself in the story.
What did you guys find most enjoyable about filming this movie and most challenging?
Do you know what? The most enjoyable bit was when we finally got the take correct. Because, you know, we'd rehearsed it for 6 months over and over again. And then on a filming day, we'd probably rehearse it about 20 times before we even started, putting it on camera. And then we'd do like 20, 30, 40 takes. But when you knew that, we got that take, it was a mutual, yes, thank God, celebration, high fives, and that was the most enjoyable bit of it.
I bet. I could only imagine. What about for you?
I think the same. It was all, as much as it was, it was hard, we genuinely had a great time. And that's, I think, as Dean said, when you get 6 minutes, you've got 6 minutes of the final film, and it's such a massive set piece, and it involved so many people that, it was like someone had scored a penalty or something,
And when you're filming a movie like this, and you're approaching it and you're there, what's going through your head when you're down, when you have the cameraman in the trenches? Can you go over one of the most difficult scenes to film?
Well, what's hard, a lot of it, I'm working a long way away on a remote head, so I'm controlling the head where somebody else is carrying it, the camera and the head, and they're putting it on a crane or taking it off and running with it or whatever. And the most difficult thing of all of it was you'd go into like 4 minutes or 5 minutes and the tension would mount because you've got to get it right all the way up to the end of the cut, 8 minutes or whatever, and then the end's got to be right because that's got to fit with the next coming take. So the pressure mounted up the longer the shot went on. That was really interesting. And when we got a good take, it was funny because everybody would look at each other and sort of go, wow. It was really quite a high,
Don't you think he made a good choice by putting two unknowns as the leads?
That's what I was
Because
going to say.
you're
That's
not distracted by it.
Yeah, right, exactly. And it's inspiring to see two just around, like you said, surrounded by heavyweights, but they do a fantastic job.
And then you see, it's like, it almost reminds me of a video game. Each point they hit, there's a bigger actor like Colin
Yep.
Firth and Benedict Cumberbatch and Mark Strong. Like each little, you're like, oh, okay, they're still alive. Okay, they're still alive. They're still alive.
One thing that I think we're mentioning is like it is one continuous shot. Now there's some points where they do a Texas fakie, like he goes into a completely dark room. So you know they're swapping out the cameras there, it gets lost in water and they swap out cameras there. But for the most part, you're watching 20 minutes and not a single room. I mean, it's 20 minutes crossing battlefields.
It's insane. The distance traveled with the one continuous shot is
It's really
crazy.
remarkable. It's
Hazard
like
pay.
the opening
Right.
scene, if you are a cinemaphile and you remember the opening segment of La La Land, it's like that on steroids.
It is. It is.
All right, so go see
With less
1917.
dancing.
And yeah, exactly. And congratulations on its Golden Globe win for
Best
Best Dramatic
Director.
Picture and Best Director. I don't know you're going to see that go on to the Academy Awards, but we all agree.
You don't think so?
I think so.
I don't know if it's going to get the win. I still think
Oh.
it's going to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
You think?
Yeah, but I digress. We
Okay.
have plenty of time to talk about the Academy Awards, but all agree that Roger Deakins, the cinematographer
Oh, yeah.
DP, is going to go on to win everything.
Yeah.